Hey guys, I'm back, and listen, I am doing everything I can to keep the microphone out of the wind, but it's just too beautiful a day to do this unboxing inside, especially since we've got a brand new box on the channel. I want to do it in gorgeous natural light. I want to see everything in it, really nice. This tape is broken. But we are looking at, for the very first time on this channel, steel to reel, and this is not just any box, this is the Elite box. They send this box out only once per quarter, and it has a pretty big price tag attached to it. So I'm hoping that the audio on this honestly comes out pretty good. I have the microphone positioned the best I can to protect it from the wind, but it's too beautiful a day to not enjoy the outdoors today. And I'm gonna try to do another video a little later out in the woods today, because we haven't seen one of those all winter long. So anyway, steel to reel, and here's my my little disclaimer. I didn't pay for this box. Steel to Reel got in touch with me and offered me the opportunity to, oh, more flowers. I love the flowers. Thank you, mister. You're such a great boy. Gotta love a boy who loves his dad. So Steel to Reel, they had a representative get in touch with me and offered me the opportunity to check out the Elite box, and which is awesome. And I want to just start out. I know some people hate when I don't get right to the box, but you got to do the right thing. I was raised to appreciate and say thank you. So sorry if that offends some people. I want to say thank you to Steel to Reel for providing me with this box. We're still going to get a 100% honest DocP review, because that's always the deal. But this box has a $300 plus, almost $400 price tag to it. And I will correct that in text if I'm wrong. But like I said, this is their Elite box. They send it out once per quarter, and we're going to be seeing this box once per quarter, so it's not going to be a monthly box. They have other boxes. You can subscribe to different levels throughout the month, and I'm going to put, of course, a link, and we're going to have a discount code if you choose to subscribe to, gotta be honest, you gotta check if it only applies to the Elite or if it applies to subscribing to all their boxes. But they've got all different levels monthly for different folks. And then of course the Elite. And I'm pretty excited. I was on the tracking when I saw this shipped. It weighs 14 pounds. So I can't wait to see what they put in here. Another caveat before we get into this box, I'm not, I know some stuff about some stuff. Fishing is not one of my biggest knowledge areas. And so I'm gonna rely on you guys out in YouTube land and in the comments to really back me up and keep me honest on some of the fishing gear if I don't have all the best information, because I never want to BS you guys about anything. So and that obviously is what the reel and the Steel to Reel is. So now, okay, with that said, let's get into this box, because I'm super excited to see what we've got. Video Addict, which is one of my favorite unboxing buddies, he loves this subscription. I don't know if he does the Elite box, but I know he does the month to month. So this thing is just packed full of stuff. Oh, and so there is, I think there's something that's going to be drop shipped right from a manufacturer in this, by the way, that we're going to have to take a look for coming directly to us. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, tell me this is Fatwood shavings, and I'm going to be so happy. I'm not even sure where to start, but I'm going to get everything opened up and out of the box, and we'll take a look at it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different items, ranging in all sorts of sizes. One of the items has like 4 other little bags in it, and that's the one where there's a larger, like some kind of carry bag or whatever that's on its way to us. They didn't delay the shipment waiting for them, so that bag gets drop shipped. So we'll see that when it gets here, coming to everybody. So I don't see a price card or anything, or a description card, so we're just gonna go through it all and take a look at everything. And I guess we'll just start with this. And this is something that I have had a love-hate relationship with a lot of these things, these little credit card tools. I gotta start with, they have a 911 request. And I was looking and I said, how funny would it be if it actually has 9 lines on it? And it does. And why that's funny to me is because in the medic world, in the military, a properly filled out medevac request, it's what we call a 9-line request. There's also a 9-line call for fire. So I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it just so happens to end up like that, but they have 9 lines of all the things to remember when writing a 911 request, which actually is not bad to have, you know, to remember, because I work in, you know, in the ambulance. I can remember some 911 calls that came in literally where the person picks up the phone and just says, "I need help," and then hangs up the phone. I'm not kidding. Some, like when you play the tapes over, like, you know, and you hear them, the people that respond to 911, the dispatchers hear the whole call. When you're, you know, the police, the fire, the EMS, we didn't hear the call. We got the information from the dispatcher, and then later sometimes we got to hear the tape of what it was, if it was something particularly funny or important, or, you know. So the information that you give them, I mean, this is just for people who don't know. Some people probably know this, you know, whatever, but the information you give them, it's not like we get to hear the call. More flowers, thank you. The dispatcher gets all that information and then radios it to the responding unit, and stuff can get, you know, sometimes stuff can get lost in translation, but this is, I mean, honestly good to have, just so that you know exactly what to say. I remember back when I was growing up, like whenever we had, like, you know, police day or fire day or whatever, they used to give us little magnets to put on the fridge or next to the phone. Remember the days when phones were plugged into the wall? We're just going to keep getting flower bombed as we go. I don't mind. And to remind you of all the things to say if you had to call 911. But the more information you can give, the better. And dispatchers are usually pretty well trained to pull that information from you. Dispatchers, by the way, are not necessarily trained in any of the skills of the people that are coming to save you. Just by the way, dispatchers are trained in dispatching. Sometimes they are also former police, fire, stuff like that. March. Interesting. Okay. So things like these, this is what I was talking about though. Ready Man makes a lot of these. You just gonna keep doing the flowers? You just wanna hang out and play? Ready Man does make some of these that actually have a lot of versatility. There's some that I think are a little meh. So what we have here is obviously a saw. I don't know if this is just by design or if this is just a really wide tooth saw, but this one is actually pretty good. Some of these are very just flimsy. This one has a little bit of heft to it, you know, so it's not just going to fold in your hand. Obviously, some parts are thinner than others. We've got some fish hooks. We've got some little arrow put. This is actually a pretty good gauge of metal as opposed to some of the other ones that I've seen, I gotta say. Thank you. We got like a spear fishing point there. Another little tiny saw. You could hide that somewhere if you needed to. These look like, I'm assuming, does this come, normally it comes with some kind of description, but little picks there. I mean, so this is actually not a bad one. Gotta be honest, I gotta look up and see what every single piece does, you know, for everything. These look like they are, to me, they look like they are for cinching, you know, cables and stuff, but, you know, like cords, but I could be wrong. But the durability of this metal piece is pretty good. So this one's not bad. There are some that are just, you know, like they get a lockpick one that was never useful to me. This one I could actually use somewhere. I like this, but they're all designed to fit in a credit card slot in a wallet or something like that, which is nice. So, little double duty item there. I'm gonna put that one in. I gotta establish and I like it matte and don't like it around the flowers. So I'm gonna put this one, I like it actually, just because the reason I don't like those things normally is because they're usually so flimsy, but that one's built well, you know? Next we're gonna go with the combat wipes. Now last time I saw something like this, I made fun of it, and a lot of people said, hey, what if you can't take a shower? And I'm like, okay, fine, but big old butt wipe. So this is 25, oh, but this is not the same thing. This is 25 extra thick wipes. And I have said it is nice. I don't know how to say this in a tactical, strategic way when you're out in the field to actually wipe your butt with something that's not MRE dry paper. Outdoor cleansing, refreshing wipes. Single white palette, you can use this for all sorts of stuff. These are nice to have. These are very nice to have in a situation. Will they save your life? I don't know. You know, cleanliness can save your life in a situation. It can. These don't terribly excite me. That doesn't mean, and I'm going to say this again, that's not commenting on the quality of this product whatsoever, but these don't excite me. I want to get to some of the stuff that more excites me. So these I'm going to put in meh, just because they don't excite me, but not everything has to excite me, because guess what? I'm not the only person getting this box, you know? So, like it. Meh. I really want to get to this. MyMedic, the MotoMedic. Now this bag here is incredibly weatherproofed. We've got the weather stripping all around the zipper. It's rubberized completely. Nice rubberized little tab here for grabbing and pulling. And we've got, there we go, straps here for strapping it to stuff on both sides. So I'm pretty excited to take a look at this. Potatoes just chilling out in the sun. Okay, look at this. Customizability and marking tabs for all sorts of stuff. So, what do we have here? So we start off with the good old-fashioned, I haven't seen one of these in a while, good old-fashioned pen light with pupil size. A lot of people don't need to gauge pupil size outside of the EMS world, but can be useful if you suspect somebody's on a different drug, and depending on what drug, pupils can be big or small. This is sodium chloride 0.9. This is what we call normal saline, and this is probably just right for irrigating an eye or something like that. Interesting, nice. Let's check out these tweezers. The tweezers are, wow, look at that, they actually grip. We've got tweezers that actually grip. Nice, you know what we can do a good experiment with? Right here. Yes, good tweezers. Good tweezers. Nice, so whether it's pulling out splinters or making sure you can grab the head of a tick without squeezing the body, always good to have. Oh, yeah, it's bright and it works. Another thing you might look for is like with a head injury with these. So you use these for, I'm not going to get into a full medical lecture, but not only looking at pupil size, because we used to annotate that, you know, on the patient care chart, but you want to make sure that the pupils move equally when exposed to light, because pupils that move unequally could be a sign of a head injury. You want to make sure that they're moving, you know, when exposed to light, dilating and constricting, and you know, you use this to check responses if the person can follow. And so, plus it just gives you a little bit of light. These are cool. They're disposable. They're not too much, you know, they're made to be not too much light to blind somebody. They're not super good flashlights for using as flashlights, because that's not what they're intended for, but these are good to have in a first aid kit. So cool. I like that. I like the fact that tweezers actually do something. Let's see. So all these little tabs we have here, this is their little brand symbol, I guess. Water, hiking, blood, I think that is what that is for. Usually if that's blue, that would be like the Star of Life. Medication, fire, ointments, and what is this? Wind? Yeah. Wind, water? I'm not sure, but we've got a light stick. Not bad to have. Great for marking. Hey, if you have 3 different colors of these, you can mark your 3 different kind of casualties, or you can just use this to mark the area or whatever. Wouldn't want to do first aid by light stick light, but you've got a nasal trumpet or a nasopharyngeal airway and some lube to get it in there. You can make all the lube comments and all the jokes you want. Go ahead. Now these pouches are even, this bag is all customizable. So what do we have here? We have the mini trauma shears that I love, and cool color, red. The best first aid kits on the planet. So we've got that. And then, would you like to see it, Ethan? You look like you're reaching for it. And then, what do we have here? We have cold and flu. We've got upset stomach. We've got headache. Good for me. And allergies. And so these are all sealed right now. And then, you know, of course, each little pouch has the Velcro, so you can put your little identifiers on. And I like this because in an emergency situation, someone that's not familiar with your first aid kit or not familiar with first aid at all, you can just tell them, look for the yellow tab and pull me that one, which is cool. Now this looks like fire and ointments, I guess we'll say.
That's right.
And we've got, that's right. Thank you for backing me up on that, bro. I appreciate it. We've got lip balm in a little pomegranate flavor. It's not to eat. I know, it's not to eat, it's lip balm. So we've got lip balm, we've got oral pain relief. That's interesting, you never see that in a first aid kit. It's like Oragel, I guess. Hydrocortisone cream, right? Stings and bites and stuff like that, and allergic reactions, or another oral pain relief. Sunscreen, SPF 30, another hydrocortisone, burn shield. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but we'll take a look in the more in-depth. Triple antibiotic ointment, of course, and we got 4 of those in our little burns and ointments. Oh, airway. That's what it is. It's an emergency airway. It's a CPR shield. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I told you.
Oh, you did. You told me, man. Now, is this is a tourniquet, I believe. Looks like a tourniquet. And even this little thing is Velcroed on. What do we have here? What brand is it? Is this looks similar to a rat's tourniquet, but without the name, Rapid Tourniquet. Okay. I've got some videos that we can point to later to look more at a rat's tourniquet, but we've got that. So now I'm gonna guess based on this water purification, maybe. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, maybe. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. So this is for dehydration. Dehydration. You got to learn to speak the icons. You got to. It's like learning hieroglyphics. Endurolites Fizz. So we've got 2 of those. So effervescent tablets for dehydration, and then we've got, boy. So then we've got some, like, this is antiseptic stuff. And I always manage to pronounce this wrong. I always call it benzochloride, but it's... What, you think it's funny?
Yeah.
The BZK, let's get it right.
I used to call it.
Benzalkonium chloride. BZK. Good anti-infective. Super hand sanitizer. And then some sting relief. Okay, and now, so what are we going to guess for here? So bleeding control... What do you think that's going to be? I don't know. I'm going to say walk it off. So bandage pack. Okay. And what do we have in here? Knee bandages, elbow bandage, knee and elbow bandages, 1x3, 2x4s, fingertip bandages. Okay. 50. Gauze rolls. A very shiny anodized whistle. That was just a light little blow. Okay, you want to give it a blow? Okay, I think that's enough. We don't need to go deaf. I'm sure it does get loud for a signaling device if we need it. Super skin. Is this like moleskin? I think this is like a moleskin type of thing. Space blanket. Sterile gauze. Gloves. Micromend cut kit. Surgical quality laceration repair without stitches. From the looks of it, we've got a pretty well stocked. It's camping based, it's hiking based, you know, it's not an emergency, it's not a trauma kit, it's handling the stuff that you might encounter in marshmallows. Handling the stuff you might encounter, you know, in a camping type situation. It's a really, I love the fact that very modular, that you can set it up the way you want it, and you can adjust it for the situations that you want it set for. That's what's pretty cool. The cool thing is there's room in the kit for more, and you know, they really did make it so that you have the ability to easily find the things and direct others as to where things are. And I like that. I like that a lot. That it doesn't, you know, it doesn't take. You're not gonna, you know, if you can talk someone through, get me the one with the blue water bottle icon, you know, they should be able to find the stuff in your kit pretty easily, and that matters. That cuts down on seconds, you know, spent. Now, of course, I'm going to put this together more nicely later after we look at stuff. But this is definitely going to go, and I like it. All right, moving on. So we've got the emergency survival bag. We just got another one of these. You know, it's a sleeping bag versus a space blanket. I'm gonna open this up too. I don't know, like after that little kit, what is going to impress me and make me happy? I don't know. Maybe I'll wrap Ethan up in this. Very thin kind of stuff. These don't have to be, when I say that, they don't have to be really thick, but I still have that one really bad experience of ripping right through a space blanket in the middle of the night that I just talked about on another video. So I get wary of these very thin ones. You know what? I never do this because I always want to leave these things for an emergency, but since I do have a few of them, I'm going to open this one up and get in. Well, Tato, everything's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, Tato. I'm okay. Well, number one, if you're in the wind trying to unfold this thing, let the wind do the work for you. Unfold it in the direction of the wind. Look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Tato, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, Tato. I'm okay. I'm okay. It certainly is not very wide, but it's for one person. Feeling a little bit warm in it. I never would have been able to do this cleanly and easily in the dark, I can tell you that much. Hence, my previous experience of shredding a space blanket completely when I wanted it to keep me warm. It is big enough to cover up my short 5'8.5" body. I'm not sure exactly how tall it is, but it, yeah, I feel myself getting warm in it already. It is pretty thin. You take a look. But again, it doesn't need to be thick. You know, the thick ones have added weather resistance and wind resistance and stuff. This one is just going to keep you warm. I can actually, like the wind, it doesn't penetrate it, but I can feel it blowing it right against me and stuff. So I feel like I'm ready to be put in the oven at 350 and baked. But you know, I feel like it'll keep me warm. And Ethan has taken up residence inside. He looks like a giant hermit crab the way he's crawled up inside of it. So you know, it would have been good to test out inside that thing. By the way, I put it over in Mad just because, you know. So Climate makes great stuff. They make really durable, great inflatable stuff, and I've used it before. And they're fairly, I mean, for what you'd think they should cost, they're usually pretty expensive. So let's check out this Climate sleeping pad. This could have given me a much more comfortable rest in there. So this is full size, And this is a heavy duty, can really feel it. It says easy to inflate. I was hoping it would be the kind where you just open it up and it self-inflates. So I've got a couple self-inflating climate things, but I'm gonna leave the camera running so that we can see just exactly how long it takes to inflate. There you go, done. Might put a little squeeze or two more of air in here. You'd think with my ability to continuously talk, I could just blow more hot air than that. But you've got a nice padded little sleeping area. It looks comfortable. It looks comfortable. Yeah. I don't want to just readjust the camera to lay on it right now, but I mean, you saw how it rolls down nice and tight. And the way the other climate stuff I have is it really redistributes the air, so you don't get it doesn't leave you flat on the floor in some areas, and then just super puffed up in other areas the way some other inflatables do. I really like climate stuff, and I first learned about climate in BattleBox of all places. So I like climate things, and I'm not sure how much they say the MSRP on this is, but something simple like this. Now you'll get those purists, those super uber tough ones who are like, oh, I don't need that, I'll lay directly on a rock. Good on you. Hope you enjoy that. Personally, if I had the option of laying directly on a rock or putting this down, I'm gonna put this down. When I was 20, 22 years old and I thought I was G.I. Joe, I might say I'll lay directly on the rock too. But now that I'm nice and old, I appreciate the ability to bring just a little bit more comfort with me when I can. So this is Ethan. You wanna test this out for me?
This looks like a giant hot dog now.
It does look like a giant hot dog in the wind. Ethan, why don't you lay down on this for me and tell me what you think? I'll hold the giant hot dog.
It's actually pretty comfy.
It's pretty comfy?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put the climate in. I like it. And again, you might find previous videos from a few years ago where I'll say like, oh, this is foo-foo. This is, you don't need this. Hey, I'm a little bit older now. I'm a little bit more broken. I'm a little bit more appreciating the my shoulders just that much worse after the 3rd surgery and 12th steroid injection. I appreciate having the padding, and when it weighs almost nothing and you can put it in a little container like that, I'll take it. Yeah. So I'll put that one on. I like it. All right. So took a little bit. You didn't see it on camera because I saved it. It takes a little bit to get it uninflated, rolled up nicely back in that bag, but not too much. Climate definitely goes, and I like it. Next, I'm not sure what we're going to look at next. This needs a little bit of dark. I definitely want to check out this. I want to open this. I just want to see if this. Do you know what that smell? This stuff. I don't even know if I showed. I want to check out this on screen. So I am all in favor for a new fire starter all the time. 1/3 of a cup. Place container. They say this will start 48 fires, what's in here. This has a certain smell to it, and I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. It smells a little bit like citronella, honestly. I think that this is just like shaved up fat wood, maybe. I don't know if it has that look to it. I don't know if it includes anything else harmful or fatal if swallowed. Well, then it's got something else on it, because fat wood's not going to kill you if you eat it. But I'd love to know what's actually in it. But we need to test this out. All right, folks, I came inside because the wind was picking up, and I was afraid you just weren't going to be able to hear what was going on. So we're inside now, and we're gonna do one of those classic, idiotic, horrific DocP don't try this at home ideas. Because we got to test this stuff out. We got to know if it really works, right? So how else are we going to do that if we don't do that. Good thing I have a call 911 card with a list of what to tell them.
911, what is your emergency?
I'm a dumbass that set the house on fire making a video. And we have water right here. So, now this is absolutely one of the worst places to try to use a ferro rod. But, no. Oh, look at that. It goes right up. And yeah, this is one of my worst ideas ever. Don't do this. Works beautifully. Stuff works, guys. Stuff works very, very well. Whether you want to light it with a flame, ferro rod, whatever you have going on, it works very quickly and very nice. I don't know exactly what's in it. Like I said, it has the smell of something, of some kind of. It's got an accelerant there. I don't know exactly what it is, but boy, does it spark up. Yeah, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. It sparks very, very nicely. Even with the trouble I was having, you know, it's hard to use a ferro rod when you have like this big lip here, unless you have the stuff built up really high. So we're gonna have to put this stuff, and I like it. Now again, I don't have the prices here, so I don't know. They could charge you $50 for this bottle, and then I'd be like, I'd rather just shave my own fat wood, you know? I'd rather just shave my own fat wood. But it works. I mean, that's the thing. When a product works like it says it's supposed to work, I'm thrilled. That's really all I ask. And then everything above that is just, on top of that is just gravy. So, yeah, pretty good. Do not use while smoking or consuming alcohol or drugs. Okay, I'll remember that. Yeah. So this guy we're going to put right here in between like it and man, because I don't, again, you know, how I feel about this stuff could change drastically based on the price. If it's a reasonable price, it's great fire starting stuff. Next, we're going to look at the Shemagh. Sounds like something Michael Jackson would say in the middle of a routine. Shemagh. Let's see what we got here. I've got a few. Everybody that's been to the desert has a few because it makes you feel cool to have. So it's made in Pakistan. I guess it's the real thing. You gotta be careful washing these. Throw them just like in the regular cycle in the washer. They can get shredded up real fast. I've learned that. These things are okay. I'm not, you know, they don't thrill me in terms of they're cooler to have than to use. You know? Everybody that deployed to the desert went to the bazaar and got one because then we felt like we were really in the desert, you know? Not everybody got a chance to go to the bazaar where the locals sold you stuff. But it's, I don't know. It just, you know, you can do a lot of things with them. You can definitely use it as an emergency sling, bandage. You can make the typical head wrap with it. In the desert, what a lot of guys would do is they would just wet it down and just wear it around their necks or, you know, over their heads or something inside a helmet, things like that to try to stay cool. I didn't find it that comfortable to do that. I just felt you were like soggy and wet personally. But, you know, to each their own. Some people like doing it. I don't know. I'm having a tough choice between putting this in meh or don't like it. Just because I'm probably not going to use it. You know. Quality feels good, you know. The quality on it it's a very fine fiber on it. I mean, it's not going to get itchy on you. Like some of them get very itchy. Trap a lot of dirt and dust particles in there, and especially when you have like you know, it's supposed to like protect you like during sandstorms and stuff, but the knit on some of them is so loose and everything that it traps dirt and dust all in there, and it's terrible. I'm going to put this one, I'm putting it in don't like it. And I'll say it again, not through the quality of the thing. Never going to use it. Maybe one of the boys will use it. Aiden's been playing Rainbow Six now. Maybe he'll maybe he'll do something with that. I don't know. But that's just my personal preference. That's all. That's my personal preference on that thing. There could be, I'm sure there are people all over that love to use them, you know, in hunting blinds, break up a silhouette. They have a lot of uses. It's just not for me. That's all I'm saying. It's just not for me. Let's see. EDC CLP. EDC CLP. I'm always interested in using another type of cleaning and lubrication fluid. Oh, you know what? I thought, is this a red? It is red. It's like red EDC CLP. I gotta smell it. I gotta pass the smell test. It does have the... Look at that. Good thing I looked in there. It's got that little protective coating in there. Now, how is this different than any other? Positively charged molecules pull the lube to the steel, pushing dirt and contaminants away. Their formula is different. Unload and clean firearm. Okay. Good tip. Thanks. Shake bottle before use. Apply to working surfaces. Wipe off excess lubrication. Now, I would also use this in knives. Because a well-oiled knife, you know, is a good knife. Now, I would have to use this. I would have to show it to Darren and see what he thinks. Darren is a big believer in a certain brand, and I'm not going to name it now. But he is a huge, huge believer in one certain brand that's made locally right here in town, actually. Maybe one town over. Just picked up a huge contract with, of all things, the British Navy. I'm curious to try this out. I've never seen this brand before. I don't know how it works. I want to know how it works. I might break down the AR and try and you know, clean it and put some of this on there right now, just to see how it feels, you know, run the action a little bit and see how it feels with this on. I'm always curious. Like, whenever I see a new product like this, I want to try it out. I want to test it out and see. So this is going to be another one where I'm going to put it kind of, I can't judge it because I have no experience with it. I don't know. It does have a little bit of the smell of the standard old military issue CLP, though, and I like that. Happy memories. So I'm going to put it right there. We have a light. I can test it by Tackware. Never heard. Whoa! Sorry, should have warned you there. Okay, let's check it out. And it's got that cap there too. That's only 100 lumens. Not bad, actually. IPX6 waterproof. They say it right there. Very lightweight. Aluminum. Double use clip, right? So bill of a hat in your pocket, deep carry, nice. That's only 100 lumens? Okay, that's cool. But then you put this thing on, and this surprised me, actually. So if you need, like, diffused light, use it as a little tiny lantern or whatever. And this is in daylight, too. Not bad. Pretty cool, actually. This is not a brand I'm at all familiar with. But... So it has modes? What? It has a bright and a dim. High is 100 lumens, low is 20 lumens. Uses one AAA battery that obviously is included. Well, this could give the i5T a run for its money, couldn't it? I probably wouldn't use it much on the low mode. I'd probably use it mainly on the high mode, because on the high mode with that little cap on it, that illuminates a nice little area, like for working on and stuff. I mean, this is, again, this is in the light during the day. And it's got the same... Does this glow in the dark? No. It glows in the dark. Alright, you sold me. You sold me, it goes in like it. Cool little item. I wonder how much it costs. I'm going to have to start looking up prices on all this stuff. Now, we have the Gerber Gator Machete Jr. It's funny because we just got a... No, we got a CRKT machete. Look, it's not the... It's not the Raptor, so that's okay. Trying not to hit those teeth with the knife. actually feels pretty good. Now, it's a Gerber, so we know that whatever the MSRP on this is, it's going to be way overpriced. That feels nice and sharp, though. Nice springy steel. That's a really good handle, though. It's simple, but it's rubber overmold. Doesn't feel, the weight doesn't feel like it's full tang. It doesn't. And if it is, they would probably tell us, but they don't. You know, they don't. Cross-cut sawing. This is, yes, intended to be used as a saw. It's a nice, wow, it's not only oily, it's gooey. So we know we're dealing with some kind of carbon steel on this thing, which most machetes are, you know, so that's not an observation, good or bad, that's just, it is. But I'll tell you what, the weight feels good. It does. I like it. The handle is comfortable with this gator rubber overmold. You've got somewhere to go backwards and forwards a little bit. But I think we need to, you know, this just being an unboxing and simple review, I think we need to do a real test on this thing. Now, I'm tempted to put it in like it just based on, again, I don't know what they're saying this thing costs, and, you know, after I do the video and I'm looking stuff up, I might find out they say this is a $100 machete, and I'm like, what? No way. Handle material, blade material, high carbon steel. Yeah, they don't tell you what it is. And what is this? Designed and engineered in Oregon, but made in China. Usually when it's made of a very good steel, like something good, they want to tell you that. They want to let you know. 65 MN is a common high carbon material for lower end types of machetes, which is not, it's not terrible, it's not great, it's not that bad. There's much better out there, but you know, I could take it or leave it. I'm not excited about it, I'm not upset about it, but I'll try to find out what this is, you know, put some text in if I can. Sheath is very simple. It's a reinforced nylon, simple belt loop. It does hold it pretty securely though, and overall it's a you know, a decent length to give you a little bit of power. You know, it's really, to me, I've said this before about these size. It's a big knife, not so much a machete. It's a big knife. A machete to me, you know, a little bit more reach, a little bit more forward power. You know, so you can really slash your way through some stuff. This is a very large knife, but then again, they do call this a machete junior. So, yeah. I'm not sure where to put it in terms of I mean, it's finished okay. It's standard for a machete. Machetes usually, they don't come razor sharp because that's not what they're for. Their power comes from a sharpened edge, but that forward momentum, that hack and slash. This would be, if it's the steel I'm thinking, it would be very easy to sharpen this to a razor's edge, but then again, you're going to have to do it often because it's not the best at holding an edge. But that's the whole thing. It does have the springiness that you want to see in a machete, though. You don't want that to be super tough, rigid steel. That's, you know, you want it to have give. I'm not sure. This is another one where I'm not sure where to put it because, you know, how I feel about it would have a lot to do with what they're having me pay for it. You know, it's very comfortable though, and that's one of the things. You know, like, so this rubberized, there's a kitty cat. This rubberized coating is going to absorb a lot of shock that might otherwise be transferred up into your wrist. And it is very comfortable. So I think I could put this one into I like it, even though it's a Gerber, and I generally don't have, like I always say, a very love-hate relationship with Gerber. If I was going to put it in the middle pile between meh and like it, it would be more towards the like it pile. A lot of it rests on how much are they gouging the price on it. But I think, you know, this is knowing that I have better options and just as something of a beater to use for, you know, yard work and not true survival stuff, but as like just something that I'm going to use and abuse, I could like it for that. I could. I'm going to put it there. I noticed there's not fishing stuff, and that's what I was really afraid that there'd be like a lot of fishing gear, and I'd be like, I don't know what to say. All right, we've got one item left. Oh my God, this is heavy. So as I had said before, the bag that goes in, that this all goes into, is delayed, and some companies have delayed shipping their entire box on the count of one item, but they are shipping out. The bags will be drop shipped to everybody, and so I don't know what we're getting, but we've got a discount code. There goes a kitty cat who's just exploring the box. So that's cool. Now this is, like I said, this is a heavy duty. I said duty. This is a lot of stuff in here. So 10 Essentials Kit Premium. We'll have to look this up and see what we've got. Like what the 10 Essentials Kit Premium, again, everything, just everything. But so this one is titled Food, Water, Navigation, Light Source Fire, First Aid Multi-Tool, and this one is, come here, Clothes, Shelter, and Sun Protection. Wow, so I'm like kind of, I'm not sure. Hey Aiden, come here. Aiden, we've got all these bags from this survival kit. You tell me which one to do. First Aid Multi-Tool, Navigation, Light Source Fire. What is this? Water and food, or clothes, shelter, and sun protection. Which one should we do first?
Since water and food are the most important things, you should do them first.
Okay, we're gonna do water and food because Aiden said so. So let's see what goes in here. Are they actually giving us water? You're kidding, really? All these companies that want to give us dehydrated food stuff and no water, and these guys are actually giving us water, and for when that runs out, a life straw, which is probably one of the best ones on the market. Look at that. So what is this? Food ration with a 5-year shelf life. Contains 3 bars, 1,200 calories. Is 1,200 calories each? Or is this, the 3 bars is 400 calories each? So is this 1 day's? I don't know, but this is a big block. This reminds me of the old MRE oatmeal cookie bar, which was really a block of, I'm convinced it was just compressed sand that tasted like oatmeal. Then we've got New Millennium Energy Bar Coconut. 400 calories. But this could be more life-saving, in my opinion, than anything else. They actually give you emergency drinking water. Now notice, these are not big. They're not for you to chug. These are for you to ration out emergency drinking water, just enough to keep you from dehydrating to death in an emergency. And so many kits don't give you this. They don't give you this. They give you this, and they give you this, but if you can't find a water source, you're SOL. Fun things to do. Water your plants. What? Soak a stranger, water your grandma. Fun things to do. Water your plants, wash your car, soak a stranger, water your grandma. I think that's got to be a joke, but this is a little water bottle to carry around. Okay. Signs of dehydration. Good. If you're already experiencing signs of dehydration, though, just drinking more water might not be enough to help you in the immediate. FYI, they always teach you this. This is the thing. If you're already thirsty, you're already behind the power curve. The whole point of staying hydrated is so that you are constantly drinking water, and not like when you're experiencing these signs, it may already be too late, is what they teach us. So that's great to know, and then you can maybe take some palliative stuff. You could take some remedies for dehydration, but you want to avoid getting to these points. That's why, in military operational stuff, they always say you drink this much water for every, we have formulas for temperature, humidity, are you in direct sun or, cloudy, and how much work time to rest time, and how much you should be drinking every hour, whether you're thirsty or not. So this is great to know, but you want to avoid getting, you don't want to treat it when you get there. You want to avoid getting there. That's the point. So I'm already happy with this. Now, I like that they give you food you don't need to use your water for, which is cool too. And I think that this is a good start. Obviously, this is going to just prolong you until eat 1 food bar per serving 3 times daily. So I'm just curious if this is 1 day's ration or each food bar is 1 day. Serving size 1 cookie. Servings per container 3. So I'm still not really sure. So yeah, okay, so 1 cookie is 1 cookie is 400 calories. So that's 1,200 calories in a day. Okay. So there's a day's worth of emergency food right there. You'll need more, but I love this. I love that. Okay, so that's cool. They start you off with the drinking water to give you time to find some, which is great because a lot of these survival kits just assume that you're going to find some somewhere right away. And remember, you can go a lot longer without food than you can without water. Just FYI. So we've got that. First aid and multi-tool. I can't wait to see the bag this all goes in. I'm really excited. Super tape. It's red duct tape, by the way. Super tape is red duct tape. Another space blanket. Alright, so in the first aid and the multi-tool, well, let's do the multi-tool first. It is just a basic multi-tool. Okay. I wasn't expecting much more. I wasn't expecting to find a Leatherman wave in there. Plastic over thin steel. So what we got? I'm having a little trouble getting my fingers on there. Now, if this is your emergency tool, that's great. I would probably, honestly, I would replace this one with something better because, do I have that paper still here? This one looks like it is for emergency use. Emergency use only. Now you could, this could be a good start if you don't have one, I guess, but this wouldn't be the tool I'd want to rely on in that emergency. Just this. This is definitely the bottom of the barrel, bare minimum emergency tool. It's hard to even get some of the tools out. That saw is gonna take some real effort to cut through stuff. For real. Not impressed, honestly, by the multi-tool. A can opener even is gonna give you trouble opening cans and stuff. But it is a multi-tool that you could use. Okay. I'd expect to find this for like $2.99 at a truck stop or something like that. Okay, but it goes in there. For medical stuff, what do we have? Here's the one massive wet wipe. Okay, cool. We have first aid and survival. Signaling. NRA gun safety rules. That's interesting. Well, you know what? Maybe you don't know. Maybe you have a gun in a survival situation and you don't know about it. I'm lost now. Frostbite. It doesn't look too bad. I'd have to read through the whole thing, but at least it's in there. Space blanket. Bad memories, but you have it. The super tape, the red duct tape, red, bright, might be spotted. Cool. You get the emergency pressure bandage. I don't want to open it because it's sterile. And then HikerMedic. We'll just look at what it comes with. Sunscreen, lip balm, burn gel, alcohol wipes, fabric bandage, a 1x3, a 2x4, those gauze pads. And then 4x4 gauze pads. So, Super skin blister strip, moleskin, triple antibiotic ointment, 1 whistle, 2 electrolytes, 2 sting and bite relief, 1 emergency blanket. So we got another one of these. 20 feet of 550 paracord, 4 200 milligram ibuprofens. So I would swallow them all at once and hope they would do something for me. 2 25 milligram Benadryl and 1 water purification tablet. It's a hiker thing. It's meant for one day. You know, out there it's not. Okay. All right. Not super thrilled by this, but then again, this is not. You know, maybe we can add. I mean, this is not supposed to be. We already got that one super good, that really cool first aid kit in there. So let's see what we've got here. Sun protection, shelter, and clothes. I'm curious about clothes. Do they go shopping for us? What do we got? They went shopping for us. Very interesting. So we have an emergency poncho, and it is the same Mylar one. Hope it doesn't rip up. Hand warmers. These are probably the usual. They're like, you know, the ones that you open up and you expose to air and they get warm. Okay. A super bivvy. Burritos, tacos, and maybe grandma. Keep you and your favorite things warm. I kind of wanna check it out to see if it's just Mylar again. What do you think? Think it's just another Mylar thing? It is, but it's the thicker Mylar. Okay. Oh, it's reflective. Can you see? I don't know if it's coming out on camera. It is reflective. So you have a reflective weave hat. Where's the little flashlight guy? It's reflective material. Nice. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Put on a reflective hat. If people are looking for you, they'll find you. You've got, oh, these gloves. Eden's gonna love these gloves. These feel warm, and I would tend to say that they are water resistant. You go shucking some oysters in these things. Got a nice grip. Again, colors that people can see. Do some climbing or whatever. Not gonna bruise up your knuckles. And you've got a nice grip on there. Actually, these gloves are pretty good. They're nice gloves. They're not like super Arctic weight gloves, you know, but they're nice. They're warm. Nice gloves. We got sunglasses. Apparently got like a fashion kit here. Oh. You know what these look like? These look like I'm going to put these things on and all of a sudden I'm going to see all the hidden aliens walking around downtown. Walk into a bank with a shotgun and tell them I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. So, here's the ensemble. Sunglasses, beanie. What you guys think? Do I look like an 80s action star fighting aliens in Los Angeles? Can you see any of the reflectiveness of the hat? Okay, so, you know, whether you're into the fashion statement of them or not, sunglasses, who'd thunk it? Can be very important, you know, depending on where you are. Especially if you're in like a snowy place, you can actually burn your cornea. You can get like cornea sunburn. So cool. And now we've got some socks. These are socks, right? These are Stay Alive. You know what? I see the Stay Alive, and it looks just like the writing from They Live. So it goes perfectly with the sunglasses. Let's see. Pressure bandage, low-grade water filter, backup gloves, reusable toilet paper. Is that... Wait, what? That's a joke, I hope. Is this like a checklist? But you know what? I am not gonna... So there's socks. I am not gonna scoff at an extra pair of warm, dry socks. Have you ever seen what actual like foot rot and fungus, you know, infection looks like on a pair of feet? Gross. And you know, we would deploy, go out in the field or whatever. You have like A bags, B bags, and C bags, and you. Well, okay, so I'm not even going to go into all that, but I would sacrifice in my personal bags. I would sacrifice other clothing items for extra socks. Extra socks, yes. I can't be mad at this. This is, you know, the gloves are good quality. Cool hat with the reflective stuff. Extra socks, man, and a cheap pair of sunglasses. You know, you're going out in the woods. You don't want to want to risk yours, or, you know, just put these away in the survival kit. This is not bad. This is not bad. Some of the Mylar stuff is like, okay, Mylar, whatever, but they were thoughtful here. This is not bad to have in your pack. Did you guys know that scene in South Park, Cripple Fight, where Jimmy and Timmy are fighting in the alley, was animated to be a shot-for-shot, punch-for-punch remake of the fight scene in They Live with Roddy Piper and whoever he's fighting against? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So yeah, overall, the sun protection, shelter, and clothes bag, that's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot. Some thoughtful items in here, and not just thoughtful items, but the stuff, the way it's constructed, the way it's put together. Nice. That reflective thread sewn into the cap, into the beanie. That's a nicely done touch, you know, help you get spotted and stuff. Gloves I really like the gloves. Actually, you know, if it wasn't, it's too bad it's not still winter. I would actually use them for shoveling and everything. They're very comfortable. They're very, very comfortable. So the last bag we have here is navigation, light source, and fire. And so we have, so this stuff I have used, the InstaFire. I have used and it works great. It's eco-friendly if that's your thing. You can pick it up at Walmart, I know that. It's not very expensive stuff, but it works really, really well. You get multiple uses out of each bag. And you get multiple uses out of each bag. These look like some standard storm matches in their container. Yeah, these. Always good to have a bunch more of these. I don't know the quality of these ones or how well they are, but you know, they look like UCO kind of standard matches here. Oh, this is a compass. And I have promised a land nav video, but you know what the truth is? I can't find my actual military Lansata compass, and I want to use it for the video, so I have to hurry my butt up and find it. And is this to protect the mirror in here? It is. Nice of them to cover it up like that for us, so it doesn't get dinged up or dingy. So this is an orienteering compass, not a Lansata compass. There's a little difference. You can use them for different things. They will both navigate for you, and if you know what you're doing, they're both very good navigation tools. They're both used with different kinds of charts and maps. The difference between the actual definition of a chart and a map is just a geographical representation, and a chart is used for navigation, but we use the term interchangeably a lot, whether we should or not. So this is this isn't a really great one, but it has features that really let you do some good classic land nav skills built in. So, and this is, I can tell it's modeled after some rather expensive ones, you know. So we got that. We got another light stick. Lots of light sticks are always fun to have. And then what do we got here? We have a solar headlamp, stretchy headlamp strap. I love the way they label things, actually. They label things kind of in a snarky way that I would. USB-A charging cable and one magic headlamp bag. This lamp is perfect for spelunking, night hiking, and scaring teenagers at Makeout Point. I really like the way they label stuff. So, USB-A, small USB, not the bigger USB-C. Hey, here's the stretchy strap. Let's see. Now this is solar. So, well, wow, this is huge, actually. Oh, this makes me feel like an old-time miner in a Bugs Bunny cartoon or something. But that is huge. How many lumens is this thing? And why does it rotate? Should it rotate? Oh, we don't want to rotate. No, we don't want to do that. but it is got a nice big silicone gasket there, so should be, if I can close it right. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I ruined it. Hold on. Should have some water resistance built in with all the silicone going on there. And this is a charge. And can we charge things from it too? Is that what it does? But this closes. Where is the... Oh. And here is our solar panel. 10 watts. Now we will mount it up and probably do an outdoor test of this thing at a later date. But here's on. A little lower. I don't know the lumens on it because it doesn't really say. Very spotlighty though. And a strobe. And then off. Does it say the lumens here? I don't think it does. It doesn't say the lumens, like exactly how bright it gets. But, you know, how much light do you need to scare teenagers at Makeout Point? I don't know what this thing does. This thing right here. Because this is your on-off. This is, you know, simple construction, but it works. Gets the job done. Very spotlighty light, though. So we need to test this outside at night to see how it really performs under real conditions. And we will mount this headband to it when we do that. But solar, cool. Never run out of sunlight. Well, we're human beings. We'll figure out how to screw that up sooner or later. But we do have the magic headlamp bag, so we can put all that back in. I like this kit. The first aid one left me feeling a little lacking. It did. But overall, I think this is a cool kit, and I can't wait to see the bag it all comes in. Okay, so looking over everything in here, like, you know, I got to back up a little bit because originally I said, hey, I didn't get the card. Turns out I did get the card. I just didn't pay attention. The card was emailed to me. I didn't look at that. And I need to back up and say that what we're looking at here is actually the kind of new member welcome box. So this is what all new members to the Elite get. They get all this stuff. And then next quarter we'll get to see what the current box is. Now it is a pricey subscription, like we said, but you're getting a big old box of stuff every month, and I have a 20% off code for you in the video description. I cannot wait to get the bag for all this, to put it all in. You know, the quality of everything that comes in it is pretty good. Like I said, those few items over there are just not my speed. You know, I'm not into it. Those combat wipes, I'm sure, will get used. I'm not saying they won't. The Shemagh, I'm going to find somebody that's going to appreciate it more than me. I know it. But this other stuff is like, you know, we saw how fast the fire starter just lit up, just went. The climate pad was great. Even this Gerber little machete junior is going to get a workout, and we're going to see it get a workout too. This is a pretty good kind of thing. So, oh, and the light, don't forget the light, the little 100 lumen light that somehow looks like it's 3 times as bright, and it glows in the dark. So I wasn't sure what to expect with this. I was, you know, I didn't know. I just didn't know. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm more than happy with what comes in this. I mean, all this the MyMedic, the 10 Essentials kit, that's pretty cool. They thought of some stuff that I normally would not have thought of in a little survival, essential kit, but that are pretty good. There's also some stuff I might have thrown in that they didn't, but that's, it's a cool thing about being able to load out, kit up your own set, So overall, I got to give this box a big I like it. I do. And I can't wait to see what's coming next. I'm just super excited. And I hope you guys are excited to see what comes next too. Unfortunately, we have to wait a whole quarter to see it, but we'll see it. We'll see it real soon. So what are your thoughts on all this stuff? Was there like a favorite? Was there something you guys liked or didn't like? Or what do you guys think so far? I wanna see kind of, I'm gonna look up some videos myself of kind of past boxes just to see what it's all about. But can't wait to see your thoughts on it. Can't wait. We'll see when the bag gets here for this. I'll do a video and we'll load it up I'll do the loading up on video, and you can see kind of where it all fits and how the bag is and everything. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are excited to see this roll on the channel as I am. And we definitely will see some of these things, you know, in the future, you know, as we do other videos with other stuff. So again, thank you to Steel to Reel for providing the box and for reaching out and for letting us take a look at all this stuff. There's some cool stuff here. And all of you, of course, thank you guys for watching this channel, for all of its ups and downs and what it is. I appreciate every single one of you. You are all absolutely awesome, and I will be back again real soon.